Welcome or welcome back to Cooking with Frenchy, cooking and baking made easy. In this week's channel we have a beautiful recipe that's very popular here in Australia as a breakfast item or afternoon or morning tea, whatever you want it. The sausage roll. Everybody loves a good pie here or a sausage roll. So I've decided to share my recipe about my sausage roll with a little twist. I'm using a puff pastry like the French do on the savory friand, and a pork minced with some nice little flavors inside. So before we start, make sure you subscribe as usual, you change your notification bell setting, you give me a like, and please share that to all your social media. I know you don't do it and you should start to do it. So let's go and let's keep baking. For this recipe I'm using some really nice ingredients and some very lean pork mince and fresh ingredients. I'm excited because this is a little classic here. So I'm going to finely dice my shallots at first. So make sure you peel everything before and you dice that safely. All my recipe from my entire page are on cookingswithfrenchy.com with more videos, and you can actually use the tool to multiply or divide the recipe to your needs of portions. With the fennel, I'm just going to take the big branch and I'm going to chop it roughly and also add some dry fennel seed. It gives a beautiful little flavor to my mince. So chop and add it to the shallots. So add the fennel seeds to the shallots. You can follow me on Instagram and also Facebook. I'm also adding some celery sticks, so same, I'm going to try to cut small dice of them, and again do it safely. This recipe really is very easy to do. I'm often doing it for dinner party and cocktail parties. I do outside catering too, so if you're around Perth, I own LG Catering Perth or La Gourmandise Catering Perth, and we're going everywhere in WA, Western Australia. Smash your garlic and chop it roughly and add that to your other ingredients with the celery. So once it's chopped, we are going to use a fry pan and add a bit of butter and olive oil, and we are going to saute all our ingredients. But before that, my secret ingredients for my sausage roll is that bacon. So keep the fat on it. The fat is going to nourish your meat while it's baking, therefore it's not going to be too dry. It's going to keep some moisture, and it's going to be very nice and lovely. Olive oil, butter, all the ingredients at one in very hot fat. That allows us to saute and slowly cook our ingredients without giving color. What we want here is to cook off the shallots a little bit, because onions or shallots in the sausage roll that are raw, even garlic, it is disgusting. So make sure you give it a quick cook, 3 to 5 minutes in the pan, and just to let them sweat a little bit, let them release a little bit of their moisture, and that will give you a very nice flavor. It will develop the flavor of your ingredients, and that will transfer to your mince. Once it's done, let it cool down just on the side, and meanwhile you can add the eggs to your mince. You can also add your panko breadcrumbs. So the eggs and the breadcrumbs are there to bind all the ingredients together, and make sure that the mince is holding and is not breaking down. If you don't have breadcrumbs such as panko, you can always use fresh breadcrumbs or dry. Once it's cooled down, add your herbs and bacon. I'm going to use gloves to mix everything just for hygiene purposes. Some people will use their hand, up to them. Make sure you don't forget about the seasoning. Salt and pepper is very important when you're creating a sausage roll. You want a nice, tasty, well-seasoned sausage roll. Look, that's satisfying. So be aware, this recipe I made here, it's for 80 bites. Triple, quadruple actually my recipe, and I made 80 bites out of it. The recipe you will see on the website, it's for 20 bites. Yeah, I'm dusting my bench because I'm using puff pastries that I made quite a while ago. I had that in the freezer, so I thought, why not? Might as well use this one. If you can't access fresh puff pastry from the bakery or your grocery store, just use frozen sheets. It works as well. My tip, if you want a nice puff, use 2 sheets on top of each other. It will give you a better result or better look. So I'm using a piping bag because it's easier to pipe the mince into the sausage roll, faster, more hygienic as well. You don't put your fingers everywhere. So nice sausage right in the middle. Some egg wash or just a beaten eggs with a little bit of milk on one side, and then I fold over. I will make sure that it's all matching one side to the other. Press down a little bit just to seal, and to double make sure that it seals, I use a fork at the bottom. Once it's done, I'm going to cut that in about 2 finger size width, and here we go, sharp knife. Once you're done, you put your sausage roll on a tray, greased or other with silicone paper. Give them half an hour rest. Give them a little bit more egg wash. You could add sesame seeds or seeds on top, up to you, it's optional. And bake for 15 to 20 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius. Here we are. I hope you enjoy them and eat them with your favorite tomato sauce. Bon appetit! They just come out the oven. Look at that. I'm preparing them for a little party with my mates. So you can make them long, or you can make them bite size. Look at these babies. Oh, so meaty. See you next time.